Me and the Ducky are glad to welcome you, dear car mechanics. On January 5, my garage got a new survival mode. On the day when I started to write a script for this video, I decided to try this mode, and to my surprise I streamed as many as 5 hours without a break, which I had never done. However, in the beginning I did not expect anything from the survival mode. What exceeded my expectations? Let's see. In a world where people really loved nice gas stations, after a terrible catastrophe, everybody disappeared. Someone was obviously buried in the grass, and now nothing reminds of them except for their wrecked cars. Someone gathered his possessions, filled their remains of fuel in their Lada, and left the land forever, leaving empty gas stations behind. Now it's just you and your undead Lada are in the middle of nowhere. Being unable to stay, we must set off to an endless trip in a car, which will not forgive a single mistake. I can confirm that all the time while you are on this map you can't relax, and this is despite of the fact that our character does not have hunger and thirst yet. The developer is just going to implement this new gameplay feature, but even if you physically can't die, your car can do it instead of you and destroy you morally. The car that is given at the start usually is in a bad condition. As far as I understand, worn car parts will be breaking over time and will let all precious liquids out. This means that the car can break in the middle of nowhere, and most likely your game will be over. To avoid the sad ending, we move on the map and look for new or at least unbroken spare parts that are scattered in countless gas stations, inside empty car shops and workshops. If the luck smiles down on you, you will find an abandoned car to take it apart. When you start, you have a minimum random set of tools, welding machines, grinders and so on. All this is to find, checking one building after another. In survival mode, the economy is completely disabled because there is no one you can trade with, as well as buy tools, cars and so on. You will have to fully rely on your luck, logic and compass in the menu. The last one has been added recently and I really needed it on the first stream. I strongly hope luck will be on your side, because no one carefully laid the items you need all over the map. All of them appear randomly in abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings themselves also appear on the map in random locations. After all, the map is also generated absolutely by chance while you ride on absolutely random roads. The idea is really hardcore and powerful. You set off from the spawn point to the unknown. Where is another building? Will there be enough spare parts resource? Will there be enough gasoline? Does your car have enough power to traverse the hill? Will there be some tricky spots? Tricky spots usually appear on the edges of the segments of the generated map. It usually looks like a sharp drop from which you fall and break the suspension or the tires. From other side, the road has the same sharp hill to which you need to climb 45 degrees. In such cases, it's better to look for another route. Always watch the road. I can only guess what will happen when needs will be added to all this. If the search for food and water will be similar to the search for gasoline and other liquids, it is fine, but it is obvious that a certain limit of time will appear, because it will be impossible to stay at one point as long as you want. I mean, you will no longer be able to spend a couple of days taking apart someone's car. You can play this crazy mode by selecting experimental functions in the main menu. Despite the warnings about the bugs, I haven't experienced game crashes. Once I couldn't load the game properly and my character was spawned under the ground. Besides, there are problems with generating roads, but it only adds some hard gameplay moments. And, in fact, I lied to you, I admit it. If you have watched this video to this moment, you deserve the truth. For all the time I spent in the Wasteland, I came to 5 rules written with blood, with my blood. First, before starting any repair work, save the game. You've done your job, save the game. Second, the wrench should not be in hand when you removing or installing anything. The probability to unscrew the random bolt is 100%. Each time the wrench must be put either in the car or in the top of another spare part or inside the box. The wrench must always be in place. If the wrench is lost, you are dead, man. You see the spare wrench, take it. Third is important. Never put flat or small spare parts on the ground. Ground glitches and items fall through it straight into hell. One lost part will bring to hell half of the car and you. You lose the cover from the air filter. You die. Fourth is simple. Don't be lazy. See a decent spare part, change it. You never know what breaks on the road. The last one. No liquids, no car, oil, coolant, brake fluid, gasoline. All this can leak completely because of a broken spare part, like a brake line or during the repair process. Think your head, otherwise you've been done. Good luck to you, stranger. If you have enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe to the channel. Also, check multiplayer when exploring experimental features. My name is Don. Stay well.
Tämä mies on niin iloinen.